Hi there! Today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious, satisfying, not chicken noodle soup. I use Butler Foods Soy Curls. I'll tell you more about it in the video. This recipe is whole food plant-based and oil-free, but it has all of the flavor that you would expect from a satisfying, maybe chicken noodle soup that you used to eat. My name is Stephanie Leach. I'm a certified health coach and juice therapist, and if you're new to this channel and you're interested in juicing or whole food plant-based recipes and nutrition, then I invite you to subscribe and click the bell to be notified when I post new videos. So let's get started making this soup. So this recipe starts by sauteing onions, carrots, and celery. So I just put them in a dry nonstick pan. This is a ceramic nonstick Dutch oven. I use it for just about everything. And the vegetables will start to release their moisture, so I don't need oil. And if they start to brown too quickly, I can add a little bit of water. So we're picking up some nice color on the bottom of the skillet or this pan. The onions look pretty tender, so I'm going to add the water and spices. So it calls for 5 cups of vegetable broth, so that's 2 cups of water there. There's 4. There's cup number 5. And to that I'm gonna add a not chicken bouillon cube. I'm also going to add, see that's enough for 2 cups, so I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of this better than bouillon vegetable base. It's the most economical way I've found to use vegetable broth other than making it yourself. I'm also going to add a bay leaf. And some organic poultry seasoning. About half a teaspoon. Give that a stir. We want to bring this up to the boil. And I'm also going to add about a cup of diced potato. So I've got 2 small Yukon Golds there. All right, so we're just going to bring this up to a simmer. And then once it comes to a boil, I'll reduce the heat to a simmer and cook it for about 10 minutes. One other thing I forgot to mention is I'm going to add half a cup of Butler Foods Soy Curls. I buy the bulk bag, and so these are the small pieces at the bottom, but they're perfect for something like this, like a not chicken noodle soup. If you've never used Butler Soy Curls before, they're a great product. They're actually a whole food. They're just made from cooked, pressed, dehydrated, whole soybeans. So they're a healthy option, substitute for chicken. And they'll just, as you can see, it looks like chicken pieces. It'll rehydrate in this broth and be a really tasty addition to the soup. So it looks like we're getting close to boiling here. So I'm gonna put the lid on and cook it for about 10 minutes. So these have been simmering for about 10 minutes. Potatoes are starting to get tender. So at this point, I'm going to add in about a cup of egg-free ribbons. They're from Walmart. This is the Great Value wide egg-free ribbons. So they're just like egg noodles, only there's no egg. And I like a lot of noodles, so I'm actually going to add a few more. And then I'm going to bring this back up to a boil and cook it for another 6 or 7 minutes. Okay, it's been cooking for a few minutes. I actually forgot to set the timer, so I'm going to check a noodle for doneness. If I can get it out of there. Just right. Looks like the potatoes and carrots are tender. Got one other ingredient I want to add. Add a couple tablespoons of nutritional yeast. This is the brand that I use. It's non-fortified. It's Anthony's Nutritional Yeast Flakes. Stir that in. I also like to add some fresh pepper. Give it a taste. Yep, that's good. Yum, yum. So you just take out the bay leaf. And now it's ready to serve. It stores pretty well. You know, the noodles do kind of, you know, soak up more of the liquid with time in the refrigerator, but they don't get mushy, so that doesn't bother me. And yeah, if you don't have Butler Foods Soy Curls, you can order them from Butler Foods. You can order them off of Amazon. Or if you prefer, you could just add like cannellini beans or navy beans. Any kind of white bean I think would be good in this soup. So I'm just gonna serve some up. So I hope you get a chance to make this soup. If you do have questions or comments, please leave them below. If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.